As Congressman Gomez, when it comes to getting things done, Washington, of course, bracing for a fight over the budget. The AP reports Speaker McCarthy, quote, insists reductions to the Medicare and Social Security entitlement programs that millions of America's seniors and others depend on are off the table. But in shielding those programs from cuts and opposing any tax increases, GOP lawmakers are proposing crippling slashes to the rest of government spending that would offend voters going into the 2024 elections. Congressman, your sense of where this fight is going?
First, I don't think that the Republicans have any idea on how to reach a deal, because Kevin McCarthy is listening to the far right QAnon base of his party, specifically Marjorie Taylor Greene, as well as the Freedom Caucus. So, of course, they're never going to be able to reach a deal, because if you take a lot of these programs off the table, you need about 70% cuts on the rest of the federal budget. So if they don't want to raise taxes, then they need massive cuts. And that's what the American people need to understand, that he has no proposal, no plan, and no direction.
During hearings this week on the Hill, Republicans railed against anything they deem woke, and woke was sort of a moving target during those investigations. I want to take a listen to how you push back on what you call their deliberate attack against trans Americans.
They're picking a fight with the transgender community, who has one of the highest rates of suicide. It has one of the highest rates of unemployment. It has one of the highest rates of poverty, and it has one of the highest rates of homelessness. But yet, you know what? That's where we should focus our attention. But that's not going to create a single job. That's not going to put people back to work or lift up our communities. You're just doing this in order to score political points. I find it personally offensive when they continuously go after this community. You're not being tough. You're not being patriots. You're being bullies.
Congressman, what do you think they're trying to achieve here?
I think it's all about setting the stage for 2024 to feed red meat to their base, everything they're doing. And that's because the party of Lincoln, the party of patriots, is now the party of Marjorie Taylor Greene and insurrectionists and bullies. And everything they're doing from every single committee, the weaponization of the federal government, that's just a rebranding of the deep state. They're just following conspiracy theories in order to gin up votes and support. But that doesn't solve a single problem. Americans want to know, how are you going to make sure that they can keep a roof over their head, food on their table? How are you going to make sure that their kids have a safe place to go to childcare? That's what they want to do, but they're not interested in that. And that's why they're having these sham hearings in order over and over and over again in order to gin up that support for 2024.